It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Shepherd Neame Brewery and Drake and Morgan. It's a Procession lager coming in at 4.8% ABV in a 330ml bottle. This cost me 99 pence from Home Bargains. Brown bottle, gold bottle cap. Now I had to Google who Drake and Morgan are, being that I live in Wales. They're a London and Manchester based cocktail chain. You can go there for a nice cocktail. So I'm presuming, because it was only a quick Google search, I'm presuming they sell beer too. Here we go then. What you get for 99 pence from Home Bargains. As you all know, I've had some amazing beer over the years from Home Bargains. I've also had some terrible beer over the years from Home Bargains. It's very much like you're gambling with your money type of thing. You never quite know what you're going to get. But saying that, Shepherd Neame, for me, I've had a couple of their lagers. They've been pretty good. They've become very good at brewing lager, Shepherd Neame. The reason for it is that they contract, I don't know if they still do, but they used to contract brew Sam Adams Boston Lager. So of course they learned how to do that. I think they've also brewed over the years, maybe I'm wrong, Red Stripe? No, it was Asahi. I think they brewed Asahi for the Japanese Asahi Lager Company. So they know how to brew a lager, Shepherd Neame. So it's no surprise then that they're brewing lagers that look like this. Nice levels of carbonation rolling up the side of the glass. You've got a 2-finger white head. Lovely, clean, crisp looking lager. Very inviting. There's a widget on the bottom of this glass. Etching, whatever you want to call it. It's going to cause a little bit more carbonation. It's going to knock that carbonation out of the lager very quickly. So it's down to yourself if you want or if you're a slow drinker, if you take, I don't know, half an hour. I take, my average is about 20 minutes to drink a pint. But if you're like half an hour plus to drink a glass of beer, then probably go for something without the etching. But 20 minutes is fine. It's going to knock some of the carbonation out, but you know, it won't be flat after 20 minutes. It doesn't last that long. Right, amber in colour, clear, no sediment in here. Filtered beer then, let's get the aroma. Kind of smells like Boston Lager, if I'm honest. A little bit spicy, a little bit peppery on the back end. A little bit of lemon. A little bit of light, crisp malt aroma coming through. It actually smells very inviting. I'm going to dive into this one. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice. Clean, crisp, biscuity. Yeah, it's got a nice kind of wafer light sweetness to it to begin with. That finishes with a kind of Pilsner-esque bitterness on the back end. I tell you what it does remind me of, more than a Pilsner, is a Helles lager. Helles lagers usually have a little bit more of that kind of maltiness coming through, that wafer-like malt, because it's not as hoppy as a Pilsner. So you're able to kind of enjoy that malt a little bit more with a little bit of bitterness on the back end. It's very nice. Carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. 4.8% ABV, very sessionable in the strength. I could tuck a few of these away. And for 99 pence, 330ml bottle, Yeah, that's okay. I think that's a pretty decent price for a lager, especially for a lager that, you know, it's been made for a cocktail bar. It's been made with that kind of level of quality in mind. Drake and Morgan. I mean, Drake and Morgan are not going to put their name to a beer that is kind of half-hearted and not very good. This is good. This is good. So you might be able to grab yourself a bargain if this is in your local home bargains. It's really, really pretty decent. So the back of the label says a craft lager collaboration between Shepherd Neame and Drake and Morgan to celebrate the Lord Mayor's show. Brewed in Faversham in Kent. Shepherd Neame were the first brewery to invite me down to their brewery back in 2011 to brew a collaboration beer. I was at GBBF. Somebody from Shepherd Neame tapped me on the shoulder while I was having an unconvincing chat with Brains Brewery. Brains Brewery were kind of, you could almost see them trying to back away from me, and they were kind of rolling their eyes and they weren't that interested. And I was about to leave them and go, do you know what? I'll go then. Doesn't matter to me. YouTube was in its very early days back then. Nobody quite knew what I was doing. Certainly the regional brewers, but Shepherd Neame did. So Shepherd Neame and Brains are very big kind of rivals. And I had a tap on the shoulder from the guys at Shepherd Neame, and they said, when you finish with Brains, and at that point, the Brains marketing team's eyeballs kind of, their eyebrows raised up a little bit. They said, when you finish with Brains, can you come and have a chat with us? And I very coolly, because it couldn't have happened at a better time, I went, yeah, I'll come over in a moment when I'm finished. And went to brew with Shepherd Neame. Brains were obviously watching what I was doing. I brewed a ginger porter with Shepherd Neame, and then within a month or two of me brewing with Shepherd Neame, I had a phone call from Brains, who said, we'd like you to come to the brewery and brew a beer on our craft plant, which was a major success, which was Barry Island IPA. It's a funny world, isn't it? The little taps on the shoulder, the little chats in life. It's kind of like sometimes you can be in a just a place like GBBF, and kind of your whole world opens up for you. Who would have thought that beer from that chain of events, that Barry Island IPA, would go national in Tesco? Went all over the country, all over the UK in Tesco. 2012. 2011, 2012. The first 2 years of me kind of opening up the YouTube channel. Unbelievable kind of. And then that just spurned me going all over Europe, like brewing beers. It was really exciting times. Of course, the whole situation hit of 2020. That put a little stop to things. I did manage to go to Germany last year, 2021. But 2022 so far, we're already going into July, and yeah, I think the buffers have been hit a little bit because of the situation. Maybe I chat to a few brewers. I've had some offers previously, maybe a year ago. Maybe I kind of phone these people up and say, hey, should we brew? But this is really nice. This is really nice. I could drink kind of pint after pint after pint of this. A really nice lager. So basically the moral of that story is I will always be kind of indebted to Shepherd Neame for, I don't think Shepherd Neame at the time realised how much they kind of kick-started my YouTube career. It was kind of like a big jump-starting moment for the channel. A lot of eyeballs come to the channel because of, you know, brewing beer that was going in Tesco nationwide. Before all of this kind of Tesco craft beer thing that was happening in 440 milliliter cans, way before that, probably 8 years before that, we were putting craft IPA in Tesco. It was a really fantastic time, and I can only thank Shepherd Neame for kind of giving me that opportunity and giving me that kind of leg up in life that you sometimes need to get going. Thank you, Shepherd Neame, if you're watching. Rating for this beer. I think it's terrific. It's a really terrific example of what I'm going to call a Helles lager. Lovely and drinkable, really refreshing. I could drink bottle after bottle of that, pint after pint of that. Procession lager, 4.8% ABV. Yeah, I like that. I'd have to give it a Stone the Crow's 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.